Hello there. It's nighttime at last, isn't it? My time. Everything gets a little bit more peaceful. It's when I wake up. Bit of a night owl, you know. That's because it's my job. I'm the Ferryman. Not sure if we've met already, but it's my job to bring you to particularly pleasant dreams. To ferry you over there, in a sense. Well, quite literally, we're waiting for my ferry still. Usually runs a bit late. That's alright. Gives me a chance to talk with you a little bit, or talk to you. I don't want to make you speak too much, not very conducive to falling asleep, to dreaming. But I can tell you a little bit about myself. Not that I'm particularly exciting. It is my job, after all, to put people to sleep, help them dream, help them dream about whatever they want, really. A lot of times it's food, really, as far as the number one thing people wish to dream about. Sometimes they'll say that what they want to dream about is a lover or a significant other who's away on a trip, or perhaps passed away, or for whatever reason no longer with them. But my job is to look inside your thoughts and your heart and determine what would be the happiest dream for you. And usually, when I look inside people's dreams, there's food there. That's what they want, you know. But that's okay. I don't understand it myself. I don't have to eat. I'm not really human. But I exist here in kind of the twilight realms, kind of the shores between the waking world and the dream world. But the dreamlands is where I'm most at home, even though I ferry people back and forth. You know, it's interesting. The hardest part is not helping people have happy thoughts. People think about happy thoughts all the time. They think about good things they'd like to have happen. They think about happy memories they've had in the past. They think about people they love. The hard part is getting people, helping them to stop thinking about all the things that worry them. But maybe I can help you a little bit. Most of the time, anything you're worried about, it's not really anything you need to worry about. It almost always works out just fine. And when it doesn't work out fine, a lot of times it makes for a good story later on. Makes for a fun laugh, you know. I would very much wish if I could dream of anything that I could make come true, it would be to help people not worry so much. Really, the only thing that mortals should be worried about is death, but no one's worried about that, even though it happens to everyone. I guess that's why they're not worried. It feels like it's kind of fair, doesn't it? It happens to everyone, so there's no need to worry. I can understand that. A good place to start is sometimes to focus on some kind of pendulum. when I say pendulum, I don't mean, you know, it has to be like a watch hanging back and forth, but something relaxing and hypnotic to distract your worrying mind, monkey mind. That's humans often have, always have. For me, it's the sound of gentle waves going in and out. The sound of waves going in and out. I'll be honest with you. It reminds me of breathing. It's like relaxed breathing. Whether it's just a little ripple on the shores of a stream or a lake or a gentle waves, ocean, beach. It's very pleasant, very relaxing. Sometimes I think that the purpose of human life is to find a way to relax even in the midst of all the chaos and all the uncertainty, and just find a way to feel at peace. No one can ever become happy. There's no such thing as happiness, right? Not in the sense people write about happily ever after. It doesn't exist, doesn't. Everyone's chasing it. But how can happiness ever be something that makes you sustainably happy if you have to chase it? Whatever there is to be happy about has to exist right here and now. Whether it's when you're awake or you're falling asleep. Either way. And so what I think real happiness is not getting the things that you want or even the people you want. I think that real happiness is about peace, tranquility. And yes, that can include love, but not getting a particular love that you want, but a general, overall sense of connectedness and well-being with everyone. That helps. It's conducive to peace. But you can't chase peace. No. If you're chasing it, you're not really at peace, are you? I think that finding peace is about acceptance. Acceptance for the things that you can change. Acceptance for the things, knowing the things that you can change, you won't be able to change right away. They take time. It takes patience, doesn't it? And that's okay. Think of how impatient night would make us if we felt compelled to just lie down still, but we didn't need to sleep and we could not sleep. We were just instructed and compelled that we had to lay flat for 6 or 8 hours or 9 hours. It'd be so bored, it would be excruciating, but it's not. Because your body and mind are tired, so it feels good. It feels pleasurable. It feels peaceful. The kind of peace that I think brings happiness is sort of like that, but not for fatigue of the body or even for the mind, but from fatigue of the soul. You need to rest your soul. The spirit is always busy, grasping at things, trying to hold on to them. You can't. Everything flies away. It's all made of vapor, you know. It's when you let go. You say, do my best today, do my best tomorrow. But either way, my soul will let go. I won't grasp onto one conclusion or another. You do your best. Give it every effort. Then at the end of the day, let go. A deep breath that comes when you let go. It's a much more satisfying deep breath than you might otherwise know. It's easy for me to relax, but that's my job. I'm supposed to embody relaxation. Only thing that makes me nervous is humans. I'm just kidding. I think you're great. You're all great. And you have nothing to be embarrassed about. That's the number one thing people are worried about. The things they feel embarrassed about. There's nothing to feel embarrassed about, though. Some social embarrassment, some faux pas, some little moment they think is so awkward. I promise you, it's not as awkward as you think. Everyone thinks that the little moments they're so worried about are such a big deal. I'll tell you a secret. No one cares. No one's worried about it except you, because they're all worried about their own little moments. You have nothing to feel embarrassed about. You're fantastic. You do have friends, and you have people who love you. I promise you that. I promise you. And you know that. So there's nothing to worry about, whether it's work or family or friends. Things are a lot better than you realize. But we still have to figure out what would be the happiest dream for you. Now, I mentioned food. Of course, there's also romance. People like to dream about that sometimes. A lot of times. I'm not sure if that's what you want to dream about, though. There's travel. People would like to dream that they're traveling to a distant, beautiful country, exploring. It's a little bit like free tourism, isn't it? It's something we can make happen too. People like to dream about accomplishments and victory and triumph. Well, you can dream about those. I can help bring you there, but you'll have them in real life too. And you've had more than you realize already. Such a negativity bias we have. We remember the negative and awkward moments, but everyone forgets how many happy, little sublime moments and accomplishments they've had. But they're there. Many of them. And many more are to come. Many more. People find themselves often wanting to dream about pets. Cats in my case. I am rather partial to cats. But dogs too are wonderful. Parakeets. Snakes sometimes, for some reason. Never quite understood that. I guess there's an appeal to some people, right? And of course, what's the number one thing that people like dreaming about more than anything else? Not necessarily for everyone, but more people find themselves enjoying this dream than any other dream. And that is, of course, flying, the power of flight. Only in dreams can you fly without the aid of technology. Fly like a bird, fly free. Fly happily through the air. It's wonderful. I love it too. Although, to be honest with you, all of those things that I mentioned, I love to dream about all of them. Not always at the same time, of course. That would be silly. But I do love dreaming about all of them. I'm as human as the next demigod. Oh dear. Are you getting more tired? The fairy's not even here yet. Although, I have a feeling it will be here soon, I think. Are you thinking about what you want to dream about? If you're not, please do. And if you are, think harder about it. Visualize what you want to dream about. I don't see it yet. Yeah. I'm starting to see what you want to dream about. But imagine it more. And visualize the details of it. Take your time though. Don't let me rush you. Take your time. Just imagine. 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 Oh. I see it now. I see what you want to dream about. Okay. I've taken that thought. It's here. I see it. It's in mind. I'll do my best to help you dream about that tonight, and as many nights as is reasonably possible. And the more you visualize your dreams that you would like to have, your prospective dreams, the better you'll get at having them. I promise. Everyone deserves good dreams. You certainly deserve good dreams. Happy dreams. There's nothing to worry about. I promise. I have a feeling that you and I will become good friends. We have more nights that were scheduled to take the ferry together to the Dreamlands. It would be my honor to be your ferryman. I thought I sensed it. Here it comes. That's right. My ferry has arrived. Your ferry tonight. Ferry to your dreams. Let me show you on. And as we travel across the river, you'll find yourself getting sleepier and sleepier, drifting off to sleep, drifting off into the dreamlands.